Alright, so we are moving on to question B. What is the derivative of sine squared x plus 1 with respect to x? Alright, so my y is equal to sine squared of x plus 1. Okay, now just by looking, let me show you what to do, then I'm going to break it down. So if I want to differentiate such, what I do is that I drop down the power, so my dy by dx will be equal to, I drop down the power, I differentiate the sine of x plus 1, and to differentiate the sine of x plus 1, I differentiate x plus 1 to get 1, then I multiply with the cosine of x plus 1. Then now I take sine to the power 2 minus 1 of x plus 1, which is just basically sine raised to the power 1, which is just sine of x plus 1. So this is going to be the final answer. Anyways, I'm sure you have not really gotten it, so I'm going to break it down how we have to do it. Okay, so we have y equal to sine squared of x plus 1. Now whenever you see this type of trigonometric function, just know that this is the same as the sine of x plus 1 all that squared. Okay, so this is equivalent to the sine of x plus 1 all that squared. Now what we are going to do is we are going to use chain rule. So we are going to let y to be equal to, we are going to let u to be equal to the sine of x plus 1, okay, so that our y becomes u squared. Now the chain rule says that if I want to find dy by dx, or okay, in this case I'm going to take dy by du because y is in terms of u, then I multiply it with du by dx because u is now in terms of x. You see that the du's can still cancel and we are left with dy by dx, so it doesn't change. Alright, so let's get the answer. What is dy by du? It means I'm differentiating y with respect to u. The power rule says that I drop the power, then I take u to the power 2 minus 1, which is just u. Okay, then we multiply it with, what is du by dx? What is the derivative of the sine of an angle? I'm taking a generalized case. If you want to differentiate, if I give you maybe y to be equal to the sine of alpha x, no, let me say the sine of f of x, for example, okay, and I ask you to find and I say look for dy by dx, what you do is that you have to differentiate the angle and then you multiply the answer with the cosine of the angle. As simple as that. What if I give you that y is equal to the cosine of an angle and I say find dy by dx? What we do is that we have to differentiate the angle, then we multiply the result with negative sine of the angle. Okay, that is what we do. We are doing that because if we differentiate cos, we have negative sine. So I can just remove this negative sign and put it out here. So these are general principles you have to know. So the derivative of the sine of x plus 1, my f of x is now x plus 1. So I'll need to differentiate x plus 1 to get 1. Then I multiply the answer with the cosine of x plus 1 and I'm done. Now I'm just going to wipe everything and you know that the answer is going to give us a cosine of x plus 1. But what is u? Our u is equal to the sine of x plus 1. So the final answer is 2 times the sine of x plus 1 then times the cosine of x plus 1. So this is our final answer. Alright, if you love the video, make sure you like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video. Until then, stay blessed.